Hi guys, it's Winifred. Welcome to Mac Mondays. And, well, it's not really Monday, it's Sunday. But by the time you see this, it'll be Monday. You see, I'm kind of looking crazy. Got my wig off. One eye is done. One eye is not. Yeah, I kind of played around with some colors. I played around with the MAC Club. A little bit of this Rule in the crease. I love that color. Some browns. This beautiful yellow green in the inner corner to highlight. And guys, yeah, I got the rest of my face done. Today I used MAC. I don't like it because it's a little bit orange on me. But because I am doing all MAC, I decided to go with the MAC foundation, and it is in NW43 as opposed to my usual Lancome. And on my lips, guys, I've got a combination of Myth and Shy Girl, which is kind of like a really pretty light peachy corally color. And then on top of that, I've got another light color, very light color, which is Myth. But guys, to calm that down, I've got a nice brown lip liner. It's Hodgepodge, and any brown will do as long as it's not too cool, because this is a somewhat warm brown. No red in it, but a somewhat of a warm brown. And yeah, so let's get started. And instead of using my Urban Decay primer potion, I am going to use the MAC Bare Canvas. And this is a paint. Now, with these paints, guys, they are a little more emollient than the paint pot. And it smooths over the eye, to me, a lot easier. Have something that looks like that afterwards. It spreads out really, really kind of quick. I don't have a highlight on today, a brow highlight on, but what I will throw on in place of that is my MAC concealer in NW35, and I'm just applying that with a NARS. It's a NARS flat liner brush, and I just pull it down a little bit. This is not what I usually use. I usually use that throwaway brush that you get with your Urban Decay Naked palettes. I usually use that, but this is not bad. It's a little flimsier, but it's not bad. And if you recall, guys, I said a while ago that I am not one for really frosty highlights. I just don't get with that. And I have on, as usual, on my eyebrow, I have on Anastasia Brow Wiz, and I've already done that. And then you know, to set it, I have Model in the Bottle on. Okay. Now, for my kind of a transition color, I really, really love this. It's called Rule. It's a nice orange shade. It's not too bright. And it just warms that socket up, and it really looks nice with purple colors, guys. But this, yeah, it just warms that socket up really nice without being too orange. And I'm using Sigma's E38 to apply that transition area real light, so you get something that looks like that. You know, I don't do anything heavy hand, guys. You know that's not me. Then I've got just kind of like a little light brown tan color. You know, I'm just going to apply that above the orange to buff it out a little bit. So it's kind of like in between the orange and that concealer color, just to buff it out a little bit so it looks nice and smooth. Okay, now today I wanted to play with this clubbing. It's called Club. And if you all remember, I'm just going to take a flat brush to apply it. years ago, and I think I still have it. MAC used to make a lipstick that goes with this. It was called Spanish Fly. They discontinued everything that was nice, I swear. Now, in order to make the green pop a little bit more, I usually wear like a black paint pot, but I'm not doing that today. I just got on a little neutral one. Okay, so that's with the clubbing applied. Then I am just going to take, it's kind of like a cool brown, if you will. And then another brush. It's a little more compact than the E38. It's like a notch down from the E38, if you can see that. I'm going to take this one and dab it into that brown just to give it a little definition right here and just kind of smoke it out a little bit. And you all know that when I do kind of like a smoky eye, I like to keep my lips kind of neutral so that the focus is on the eye. Now you see how that's starting to take shape there a little bit? See that? And honest to God, guys, the next camera that I get will be autofocus. It autofocuses when I take still pictures, but for this, and it's a Canon EOS Rebel T3i. It doesn't have autofocus when you're filming, so yeah. The next camera I get will have autofocus. Okay, so you have something that looks like that. See that little definition with the brown? It's real subtle, guys. Everything is blended together. It's real subtle. So then I am going to take, this is called Black Tide, and it's kind of frosty, shimmery. And to tone that down a little bit, I'm going to mix it with this black brown. And I'm going to take this, guys, on my outer V, and my outer V, and I'm going to use it to line a little bit. So, you know, just on the outer corner, just a little bit. See that? 217, guys, you know, I have like 4 or 5 of these. Then we're just gonna buff that out. See that? Buff it out a little bit. And I like that. I like it subtle. Now, you know, if you like a more intense look, then by all means go for it. But I think, guys, when you get a little bit older, less is more. Tell me if you agree with me, because I seem to think that when you get a little bit older, less is more. Alright, so then I'm going to take this dark brown again, guys, and I'm going to mix it with that black. And what I'm going to do is kind of smoke out that bottom a little bit, very lightly. Tap it off a little bit. And always start at your outer corner, so that the concentration of color will be out in your outer corner and not in the center. That's where you would want it to be. You don't want it to be like really dark right here in the center of your eye. Always start it out at the outer corner. And I'm going to just do the top real quick. Okay, and so then there you have something that looks like this. After you get done with that, and got a little fallout there, buff that out, clean it up. Then I am going to take my eyeliner, guys, and I hope I didn't put it up. Where is my eyeliner? Well, is right here. See, when you have so much stuff out here. Okay, then I like to tight line. I don't like a really, really thick line with my eyeliner. Again, when you have, not that I have a lot of wrinkles or anything like that, but I do think that when you get older, the more makeup that you put around that area, especially dark, if you have any lines, it will certainly find it at some point in time. So that's why I like to kind of stick with a little bit more of a light hand. And you can put a little bit on the top if you want. And then take that same crease brush that I used, and I like to use it as a buffing brush around my liner. It's just so soft, and it's an Essence crease brush. Okay, so there you have it. And this Juxt, guys, I take the Real Techniques little crease brush, and I use that as an inner corner highlight brush. So there we go with the Juxt. It's a pretty yellow-green color. And the eye, guys, is done. So what I'm going to do is pop on my lashes, pop on my wig. Okay, guys, we are back. And I've got my other eyelash on, popped on my hair. And yeah, so let's just talk real quick about what we have on. We'll go over it again. On my lid, I have on the Club, Max Clubbing, or Max Club. That's on my mobile lid. And then I just, for my eyebrow, guys, no highlight color. I just used my concealer, NW35, for my brow. Then as a transition shade, I use this beautiful orange color. It's called Rule. Everybody needs this. Everybody needs this. Then kind of like a little buffer shade, I use this kind of a tannish brown. And then this deeper brown in my crease, throughout my crease, guys. Then I took Black Tide, which is a little sparkly black here. Mixed it, toned it down a little bit with the deep brown, mixed the two, and I smoked out my upper and lower lash lines and my outer V. And that is the eye look, guys. And again, on my lips, I have on Shy Girl first, which is a pretty kind of like a light corally peach. And then on top of that, I have Myth, which is another really, really bright color. And then, guys, like I said, I used a nice pretty brown, which is called Hodgepodge, discontinued, but as you can see, everybody sells browns like that. And yeah, to highlight, I used a combination of Magnetic Appeal, really nice, but subtle, guys, subtle. And then I use this Perfectly Poised. It's kind of like two colors here, really, really pretty. This light color is really, really pretty. It would make a really nice inner corner highlight too. Really nice colors. And yeah, now for an alternative, guys, let me tell you, Wet n Wild makes a palette, and it's called Coloricon, and it has a dupe in it for a club. So if you do not want to buy or spend money on a on the MAC one, you can always get this one. Okay, so let me swatch it. This is Wet n Wild's. Okay, now let me swatch MAC's for you. Now I will admit, that MAC was the originator as far as this goes. MAC's is a little bit darker. This one actually is a little shinier. The Wet n Wild one is actually a little shinier. So, I mean, that would easily make a really nice dupe for it, guys. Actually, the Wet n Wild one is a little more vibrant. So, you got yourself a good dupe. And who doesn't have, like, browns in their arsenal? So, just because I'm using all MAC, guys, does not mean, you know, you have to use all MAC. You know, adapt it to the colors that you have so that you don't have to go out and buy anything. Then, guys, I was kind of curious because I have this MAC, really pretty. It's the blue-brown pigment. And I kind of want to see what that looks like on, but I want to wet the flat brush with a little bit of Fix Plus. I want to see, well, you know it's going to kind of foil it, but I just kind of want to see what that's going to look like on my eyelid. Oh yeah, that's pretty. That's pretty. Can you see that? I like that. That is the blue brown. That is really pretty. And of course I had a little bit of fallout, but you know, and it's kind of like you can change these eyes up, guys. Like I just popped on that blue brown. You don't have to, but that was just a curiosity that I had. And it looks nice. I actually like that color. That's a nice going out and clubbing color. It really is. So, yeah. That's all I got, guys. Tell me how you like the MAC Mondays. Yeah, I mean, I'm liking it. It gives me an opportunity to play around with more of my MAC products. And I was going to put on MAC eyelashes, guys, but when I looked at them, I'm like, I don't know. I'll use those at another day. I was going to see if I have them right in front of me, and I don't. And, yeah, I'll use those another time. Maybe next Monday for next Monday's MAC day. But that doesn't mean that I can't use MAC throughout the week. We'll see. Okay, guys. Thank you. Have a nice night. And please, don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. And, yeah, I've been loving y'all's comments here lately. And thank you to all my new subscribers and to all my old subscribers. Thank you for your continued support. And don't forget to follow me on Pinterest, Instagram, and I now have a Twitter account. And I'm about to get my Facebook up and going for Cat Eye. So I'm about to get that up and going. So, yeah, guys, I'll let you know. And I'll put that little button up on my banner so that you all know to follow Facebook and to like me on Facebook. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Have a nice night, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.